Yo, what's up? Happy Friday, y'all. Yeah. August 6th, 2021. Episode 98. Half past 98. Let's go, baby. Start this fucking weekend off right. Yeah. You got your shots, how your shots? You know? You got your bud, you got your bud. If you got your fentanyl, make sure your Crocs are in sport mode. Yes. Make sure your Crocs in sport mode. Episode 98. So, since it's episode 98, what happened in the year 1998? Let's find out. The year 1998 from the people history. Oh, by the way, my name is AJ. Good to hear from you guys. So rude of me to not say hello, to just walk into your homes and start talking shit. The year 1998 from the people history. What events happened in 1998? United States Google founded. Yeah, Google was founded in 1998. The search engine is incorporated as a private company in Menlo Park, not New Jersey, California. Womp womp. By Larry Page and Sergey Brin during September. Page and Brin were still PhD students at Stanford and created the website as a research project starting in 96. The company grew rapidly and received investments early from the co-founder of Sun Microsystems, that sounds familiar, and the founder of Amazon. Wow. It was successful due to its unique algorithm and websites relevant to a search by analyzing links back to the site rather than connections to the search terms, producing higher quality results. So when y'all say Google it, Google, and see what happens. Ireland Good Friday Agreement referendums. I don't know what that is, but I'm pretty sure Ireland's been through it for some time now. Good Friday. France won the World Cup. Mbappe, how old was he when they won the World Cup? European Court of Human Rights. The assembly of the International Space Station begins during December 4th. This was 98 when NASA sends a 6-person crew on the Space Shuttle Endeavour to attach the American Unity node to the Russian Zarya module, also known as the Functional Cargo Block. The Japan Winter Olympics, and we're here in Tokyo. Yo, the women are representing the U.S. They holding it down because as far as just overall medals, China got us the last time I checked in overall medals. But as far as like gold medals, we're beating everybody, and a lot of that is due to like just the women. They showed up and showed out. Shout out to the ladies holding it down for in Tokyo for the Olympics. Yeah, so it was a pretty big year, I guess, if you're into Google. If you were like 12 years old and invested in and put $2 on Google back then, now now you'll be one of the persons flying around the world on an airplane calling it a space station or whatever. I got some stories for y'all. Let's see here. What do we have? First up, come on, baby. Don't play with me, Verizon, right before I pay the bill. They want to play. I'm not here to play. Came to show up and show out. Get down. Texas fisherman dies after being infected with flesh-eating bacteria, which is a great way to start the show by grossing everybody out, but it stood out to me because it's disgusting. A popular Texas fisherman has died at the age of 61 after being infected with the bacteria described as flesh-eating ill. Raymond Skipper H. Mock passed away on July 30th at a medical center due to complications from vibriosis. Yeah, disease caused by about a dozen species of bacteria. Ew. Mark, what did he get? How did he get that? This is why you stay out of that dirty ass water nowadays. It's like they done did studies that the water in a certain part of the country, just one part, that it's like it has methamphetamines in it and the fish are addicted. And we're eating that and they're still eating the fish. Uh California had a nuclear failure or something and with the waste plant and they were dumping like millions of gallons into the water. They said that's just a day's worth of fucking waste, and you guys are still out there ordering seafood platters. Stop it. Mock eventually succumbed to the infection after experiencing organ failure and sepsis. I want to know how he caught this as a cautionary tale. Mock spent much of his life on the water around South Padre Island, located off the southern coast of Texas, and learning fishing from his grandfather. It's not the same water as your grandfather used to fish, homeboy. He founded a fishing guide. He founded a fishing guide service in 1982, and the years after he went on to become a well-known local fisherman. Skipper was a friend to all those who knew him and was loved by his spirited, laid-back, and fun-loving personality will be cherished. Oh, that's fucked up. Finally consider, yeah, stay out of the water, man. Stay out of the water. Wow. How's that for a start, people? Get this off my page. Get this, Ray, shout out to Ray, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all. Yeah, I was hollering at Myron. Yeah, I'm gonna get him on too. Around 100, a little bit over episode 100 is coming. I mean, I'm just finding a fail-safe way to get it done. And yeah. So next story here. Delete that. Flesh-eating diseases. There was a show when the guy was bragging about this girl that he slept with, and this other chick was like, "Was she fun or fungal?" It just, I don't know. Maybe think about that. Delete that. Next up, New Jersey police. Yeah, New Jersey, baby. Put us on the map. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on here. New Jersey police chase stolen tanker truck, smash windows to apprehend driver. That's what I'm talking about, Jersey. Yeah. New Jersey police last month chased a woman who allegedly stole a tanker truck and eluded capture for about 80 miles before officers finally managed to arrest her. Hold on. We got any mugshots? Anybody know Camille Westcott down in Belmar? Tell her my Twitter name is RYEZSHYNE, Rozzy Shine. And you can reach out to me because I write letters and I take long walks on the beach for about 80 miles before officers finally managed to arrest her. Camille Westcott, 44, allegedly stole the Taylor oil tanker truck in Belmar on July 24th. Westcott then reportedly eluded police in several towns and was involved in several crashes. Oh, she kind of bought it. She bought it throughout the heist. Yeah. Where was you gonna sell that oil at? If you got, obviously, if you could find somebody to sell all that oil off to like fence it on the black market or some shit like that, you're gonna make, the stolen truck is valued at around $200,000. All you need to do is just find somebody that got a fail-safe way to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, wow. State troopers learned of the theft at around 6:06 p.m. and tracked the truck via GPS. See, this is the problem with these trucks nowadays. They all rigged. Like, you can't really go nowhere unless you know how to disable the GPS. I mean, when troopers tried to apprehend Westcott, she fled in the truck down the US 40. New Jersey State Police spokesman told Fox News. Wildwood police responded at around 8:30 to a report of an erratic driver finding the vehicle parked in the Wawa Market parking lot near the gas pumps. Oh, when she was trying to fuel up, officers approached her with guns and ordered her. I would have stood right in front of the tanker like, yeah, shoot. What you gonna do? Shoot? You gonna shoot? You ain't gonna shoot. I mean, approach out, they probably would have whooped my ass in front of that old truck. Westcott reportedly refused and locked both doors into the driver's cabin. She appeared to be checking mirrors and attempting to start the truck again, leading police to break the windows. Yeah, I don't think she had no gas left. You all up and down on 40 down there in fucking Wildwood and all type. Yeah. The officers cited public safety concerns. Yeah, it could have got bad. Wildwood remanded custody of Westcott to the Belmar Police Department, who have taken over the investigation. It was fun until it wasn't. see, see, this is what happens when people like to steal shit and they sit and they plan out what would be like their career robbery, the make or break of their stealing career or their theft or robbery career. And they plan out how to get the money, how to get in, but nobody ever plans on how to get the hell away. And that's like the biggest part, how you get away. If you rob a bank, 9 times out of 10, people are just going to give you the money if you walk in anyway. They're not going to really like test you and risk their lives, risk their safety. No, they're just going to fucking give you the money. The problem then is how the hell are you going to get away? And nobody ever plans that part. I mean, all they're thinking about is how much meth can one, how much meth can they buy? Okay. Next story, please. Don't steal any oil tankers unless you have a way to get rid of the oil and profit. No, please don't. Next up, my non-alcoholic beverage this evening is Snapple Fruit Punch. Pretty good. It's all right. Two men charged with murder and spring break green pill overdose deaths. And this is terrible. This is horrible because if for you people that think that y'all going down to spring break to have a good time, there's people like this out here that are gonna promise you you're gonna have a good time, and they're gonna give you some shit that came from somebody, from somebody, from somebody who cooked it up somewhere and just made it into a pill form, and you don't know what type of cocktail you're taking. I was never a pill guy, but it's the same with anything. If you're drinking something, somebody gives you. If you're smoking something, somebody gives you, and you don't know these people. Like two North Carolina men were charged Wednesday of murder of a 24-year-old tourist who in, and they'll sell you anything. They'll sell you rat pellets if you're stupid, and just to get that money, and they'll come up and go back to wherever they from on the other side of the country. And really, like, really, how can you catch them? How do you track that? Like, so you got to be careful out there. Bring your own fentanyl. Bring your own meth. Please don't overdose during meth. Yeah, yeah. Always travel with your own group of opioid enthusiasts that you all trust each other and you have a strong support system in case the opioid system breaks down. You can hold each other hands or whatever the hell y'all do. Overdose during spring break in Miami Beach when they gave her a green pill with unspecified contents. That's always bad. That's always bad. Look, it looks like a leaf to the open eye. Yeah. NBC Miami, NBC News of Miami reported Circuit Judge Lindsay Glazer said one of the defendants admitted to giving a woman identified as Christine Englehart the green pill with character A30 on it. You know what the hell that is. It was not clear what was in the pill at the time, but was later revealed to be a fatal dose of fentanyl. My pal, fentanyl. Yeah, here we go, making an appearance on the show. And opioid, a grand opioid enthusiast, baby, is loved everywhere. Accepted, it's accepted in more places than MasterCard. Fentanyl. It opens the door for itself. A grand jury in Miami-Dade County found defendants Edward Collier, 21, and Dorian Teller, 25, both from Greensville, North Carolina, responsible for the fentanyl-induced death of Englehart of Richboro, Pennsylvania. She met with the men while visiting South Beach and went with them to her room at the hour. Why? Too trusting. Too trusting. And I can't say it's 100% the girl's fault, but you can't. No telling if she wouldn't what would happen, if she wouldn't have OD'd and probably scared them off to leave in the room, they probably wanted to just get her messed up so they could have their way with her. And that's equally as bad, if not more. Like what their intentions are, how they don't care what they're giving people. She met with the men while visiting South Beach at the Albion Hotel. The grand jury added a second first-degree murder charge against Taylor for supplying the same opioid to Walter Riley, 21, from Chicago. Yeah, you see, like, you see how far these people are. They don't live like, they're all strangers. They just go down there with a Ziploc bag full of pills, and they're looking to just sell all of them. I mean, and to people that they know you're never going to see them again. And the problem here, where they fucked up at is that they seen the girl and maybe thought that they could get lucky if they got her high enough instead of just selling drugs and getting the hell out of the way. But while committing sexual battery and burglary, the men allegedly took Englehart's credit cards and made illegal purchases at Sobe Liquors and the Sugar Factory. What the hell is the Sugar Factory? Hold on here, detour. What the hell is the Sugar Factory? Previous next locations of the world's sugar parties. What the hell is it? Trip Advisor. Oh, it's supposed. I thought it was a strip club. My ass. That's what I was looking for. I thought it was a strip club. If you're down in Miami, something is called the Sugar Factory. What are you gonna? What do you think it is? Collier's attorney Bill Reisenstein told her, "What? I never heard of a drug dealer with a sweet tooth in Miami at midnight looking for cake and cookies." Phil Reisenstein told the Herald he's stunned by the indictment. He said the medical examiner found Englehart had ingested so many different drugs that it was nearly impossible to pin down what caused her death. Wow. You people think this shit is called getting high. That's your body trying to keep your ass alive long enough for it to pass your system. That shit is not called getting high, man. It's telling your ass to sit down, calm down for a minute while I try to figure out how to get your dumb ass through this without you dying. That's what your body is going through. I think they're going to regret this. I think by the time I'm finished with them, they're never going to be able to say she died of this. Damn. Taylor's attorney, they're going to smoke them boys. Lisbeth Boot couldn't be reached. The men remained jailed in Miami. They were arrested March 21st. Authorities said surveillance video captured the men entering the hotel and leaving without her, which is bad. An arrest report said Collier confessed to giving Englehart a green pill and claimed they sexually assaulted her in the hotel room even as she lay unconscious. These people are fucking idiots. They're animals, man. That's why, I know that's why. That's the only reason they decided to go to the room with her, because if it would have been a guy, they probably just would have sold him the drugs and went on about their business next customer. They wanted to get her doped up so they could do some. Yeah, it takes a real low down person like that that that's what you can't even just walk up to a woman and say hi and maybe just like and you can't there's no fair hunting anymore. You got to give them drugs to basically paralyze them just to have sex with a woman. Jesus. And you think that's cool. That's the only way you know how. Wow. I weep for this generation. The Miami-Dade medical examiner determined the pills ingested by Englehart were rapidly fatal fentanyl. Damn. The autopsy also found that her alcohol level when she died hovered near 2.0, almost three times the legal limit, and asphyxia may have played a role in her death. Whoa. That's like, yo, like, how could you people don't give a fuck, man. Like, yo, people really don't like they really just don't care. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give this chick enough pills instead of just pulling your pants down. Like, well, do you wanna? Do you wanna? You're going for the guarantee. You're gonna make sure she's unconscious. You fucking assholes. I hope they fucking smoke you. I hope they smoke these animals. Next up, get this trash off my face. Here we go again. Authorities say a breastfed 4-day-old baby died of fentanyl toxicity. Toxicity. Fentanyl for the back-to-back appearance on tonight's podcast, on tonight's halfcast. Now the mother is accused of murder. So why can't you, if you know you're on fentanyl and you just did it, why would you be breastfeeding a newborn? Why would you be breastfeeding a newborn? Like you don't have any milk. Okay, you use the milk. You use the milk money to get fentanyl. It's a vicious cycle. The snake keeps eating its tail, and you're just gonna feed the baby. Like, yeah, it could. Oh man, Lana Christina, a Louisiana mother, has been arrested on suspicion of second-degree murder after she allegedly ingested fentanyl, breastfed her baby, and ultimately caused the child's death. And this isn't even the first time she's been charged in a drug theft. What's wrong with her? Was somebody sucking on her titties and and they OD'd the breast of death. Lana Christina, 28, was booked into the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office on Wednesday. Online records show the mom turned defendant called 911 after finding that her 4-day-old baby was not breathing in a hotel in the 1100 block of Manhattan Boulevard in Harvey, Louisiana. Christina was arrested this week in the infant's June 10th death because investigators said toxicology reports provided the clues they needed to piece together their case. Wow. And investigators said Christina admitted using drugs before breastfeeding her baby. Damn. Is that shit have a grip so hard on people that they gotta have it? Like, wow, it's unclear if the defendant has an attorney in this matter. She remains held in jail in lieu of, in 2014, she reportedly pled guilty to a negligent homicide for giving her friend Amber Hollis 23 heroin that Hollis ultimately used in an overdose. She's bad dope. You got to stay away from this woman, man. That's how, unless you have the only person that should be with her is a mate that that enjoys fentanyl the way she does. So maybe he can, I don't know, a little breastfeeding of his own, and they just share. The drugs never really go into the. Yeah. Let's try that. Let's find her a fentanyl enthusiast, and there'll be a match made in heaven. In that way, instead of breast milk going down the toilet or something, he can just suck on the breast, and it stays recycled between the two of them. Save the world. Keep drugs out of the water. That's so retarded. As in the latest case, Christina was initially arrested on suspicion of second-degree murder. Damn, it's bad. Like, you know what? If you got a drug habit and it's fucked up and it's bad, but the only person you really hurting is yourself, people can only hope that maybe you'll hit rock bottom and you'll pull yourself up and get out of there. But when your habit gets bad enough to the point where you're actually causing death to people around you, then you somebody has to step in on your behalf because you not strong enough to take care of yourself. Yeah, you can't stop it on your own. Like, yeah, you're on a collision course with other things around you that everything you touch that is going to either die or it's going to get hurt. And yeah, I hope this lady gets the help that she needs. Know what I mean? I really do. I joke just to make light because it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. But I hope she gets the help that she needs. And until that time, I hope they put like a ignition box, breather box on both of her fucking nipples. Next up, an ignition lock box on her fucking breast. But fucking let's see. Woman 20 is jailed for life for murder of her ex's mother. See, this is the type of wholesome woman that we need in our lives, fellas, because she knew that bad mouthing her mother, his mother, was trying to break them apart. And the bad mouthing. And you look at the girl, she has a goddamn target, a bullseye, a sniper's crosshairs tatted under her right eye. And yeah, and you really bring her home to your mother and think she's gonna have nice things to say about this woman. Mom gotta go. She causing too much friction. Yeah, and in the way of our relationship, a Rhode Island woman with a target tattoo on her cheek has been jailed for life for the murder of her ex-boyfriend's mother, who was shot dead by her new fiance on New Year's Day. What? 20-year-old Shaylin Moran was jailed on Thursday for plotting with her fiance, Jack Doherty, 25, to kill Cheryl Smith, 54, at her home on New Year's Day. Moran and Doherty had just become engaged as he was visiting her. So what the hell? You're not with the dude no more? You got a new thing? She convinced him to kill Smith, the mother of her ex-boyfriend, and he did. Oh, so what type of sucker bread dude is this? To like, oh, so who cares what this? Why are you going after old shit? And you going? She convinced him to kill the mother of the ex-boyfriend, and he carried out the murder with a gun that police said at the time resembled one Doherty claimed to have made using a 3D printer. Here we go about that. I mean, he posted about the weapon on social media. Yo, was he must have been sucking the fentanyl titties too to let somebody coerce him into it's never love. It has nothing to do with love. Obviously, this is my take on it. My take is that if if a woman is so angry at her ex that she finds somebody to kill the mother, possibly because the mother is the one that told him to snap his dumb ass out of it and leave that girl alone for a good reason we see now. I mean, that she was never over her ex in the first place and she was harboring some type of resentment. This dumbass guy over here thinks, oh, she likes me. She really likes me. And if I get rid of this person, then she'll be. You're drinking a titty fentanyl Kool-Aid, my friend. It never works like that. Moran was dating Smith's son, Leonard Truefield, before she met her fiance. The pair split up amid accusations of domestic abuse on both sides. Yeah, he was fighting to get the fuck away from her. That's one I would believe in this case. Moran and Doherty had never met in person before the murderous holiday weekend. The pair had struck up their romance on social media. Wow. Speaking for weeks before he traveled from New York to Rhode Island. Yo, this is the story. This belongs on ID channel. This belongs as a cautionary tale to you fucking, you know what you do if you get a woman like this on social media and she starts talking about stuff like this to you and she's hot, right? You know what you do? You step away from the laptop or you put your phone on mute, you put it face down and you go off somewhere and you rub one out and you wait afterwards about 20, 30 minutes and you call her back and see if what she's talking to you about still makes sense. That's the that's the ruler. That's how you gauge it, man. And if you still feel like going along with it, then I don't know. Oh God. Smith answered and was shot several times in the chest. She later died in a hospital. Doherty ordered a lift after the shooting to take him away from the scene. Stupid move. He texted Moran, who was at the Hampton Hotel, to tell her he killed Smith. Now this is for life. You think so? Really? And she replied, I'm yours forever and you're mine. Really? Moran and Trufel had only been together for 4 days when they dated in the fall of 2019. Just a few, they wasn't even together. What the fuck? Yo, she relationship ended. I'm editing this. The relationship ended when she allegedly told police that he assaulted her following an argument at his home. He claimed she assaulted him. Yeah, Doherty remains in jail in New York awaiting trial. Wow. Yo, don't let these ladies on Instagram and Facebook and whatever and Snapchat and whatever talk you into murdering somebody for them and you don't even know these people. Don't let nobody talk you into murder, period. Wow. So sad, so sad. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. God damn it, I don't care what you're offering me. I'm not killing nobody. You know what happens is, yeah, it's a Black Widow syndrome. You mate, he served out his purpose, and when he's gone, you move on to the next one. You're in jail, wondering how your love is doing, and she's somewhere with her knees pinned to her ears, getting pounded, catching concussions off the headboard. Those calls get fewer and far between. And all of a sudden, 25 years seem a longer stretch than you thought it would be. Nothing but a cold-hearted killer. This is my last story. Woman sentenced for murdering boyfriend by shooting him in the head as he slept. Now, this is the perfect example of a woman who loves her man so dearly that before she lets him be tempted by the flesh, by the temptations of this world, she would rather see him leave. That is such commitment. Let's give this girl a fucking hand, man. Yes. She could not, it hurt her heart to see that man being wholesome to everyone when he only deserved to be wholesome to her. Well, they were meant to be together. Nothing but a cold-hearted killer. Woman sentenced for murdering boyfriend by shooting him in the head as he slept. An upstate New York woman was sentenced to 18 years to life in prison for murdering her boyfriend while he slept by shooting him twice in the head, right? And once in the torso, yeah, because in the afterlife, you got to make sure anything below his waist can't be used by any of the other Jezebels floating around in purgatory. And you shoot him twice in the head to make sure his eyes can't see any of the other trollops that might be chasing after him in the afterlife until she gets there to meet him. That's according to reports in Binghamton. Kelly J. Gillett, 36, pleaded guilty in May to second-degree murder. Wow. She called the police right after shooting Jonathan Ryan. He's in a better place now. He's in a place where the temptations of the flesh can no longer be touched, can no longer reach him, and admitted she pulled the trigger on October 19th, 2020, despite the defendant's admission to the police in the court that she indeed killed Ryan. To this day, there's been no explanation as to why you wouldn't believe her if she said, my mission was a spiritual one. The press and Sun Bulletin said Gillett remained silent at sentencing, but she told a probation officer she had no remorse when asked about the killing by a probation officer before she learned the length of her stay behind bars. I had no remorse. I hear no remorse, the judge also reportedly said she did the Lord's work. I thought we might hear. Yeah, I was prepared that after the last 8, 9, 10 months, something would have evolved and we would hear something more. Yeah, the baffling rationale behind the shooting appears poised to remain a mystery. Yeah, she knows why. She doesn't have to explain. That's between her and the Almighty. Ryan and shit and Gillett in Johnson County and neighboring Broome County. Wow. The shooting happened on a side street in Sherborne, New York, a town nestled in Derry County. Whoa. Whoa. About midway between Utica and wow, wow. I can't I know why she pulled the trigger. Because I know why the cage bird sings. Yo, it's been fun. But that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. If you fucks with the show, what's good, Dashim? If you fucks with the show, reach out to me on, first off, on Facebook here or Messenger. Taco Meat 05, that's my Instagram page, or RYEZSHYNE, Rise and Shine, that's my Twitter page. Don't forget to tell that girl from Belmar if you're down there, Camille Westcott, the one that stole that oil tanker in the beginning. Tell her I'm available. I take letters. I'll write her back. Maybe. And Halfcast AJ, also on Twitter, at Halfcast AJ, HALFCAST AJ. Or you could just find my other episodes, the audio version of my episodes on Spotify and Anchor. Man, yo, I love you guys. I'll speak to you again very, very, very soon. Keep wearing your mask. Don't let this fucking shit fool you. It's twicky, twicky, twicky. And I'll holla at y'all, man. Adios.